A Hamas official and his family were killed after an early morning Israeli airstrike on a refugee camp in Lebanon.
Bosnia declares a state of emergency after widespread flooding and landslides kill at least 16 people. Bosnia's government has declared a state of emergency after at least 16 people were killed in flooding and landslides caused by a severe rainstorm. The flooding has affected several towns and villages in central and southern parts of the country. Rescue services in the south said several people were missing and called on volunteers to help as roads were closed and houses left without electricity. Defense Minister Zurkan Helez told N1 regional television that troops have been deployed to help, while rescue services in the towns of Jablanica and Kiselyak said the power was off overnight and mobile phones had lost their signal. Heavy rains and strong winds were also reported in neighbouring Croatia, where several roads were closed and the capital Zagreb is preparing for the swollen Sava River to burst its banks. It's a similar story in Slovenia, where heavy rain has caused 3 rivers to overflow. And floods caused by torrential rains were also reported in Montenegro, where some villages were cut off and roads and homes flooded.
An Israeli strike on a refugee camp in northern Lebanon killed a Hamas official and his family, the militant group said in a statement. The early morning attack came a day after another Israeli airstrike cut off a main highway linking Lebanon with Syria, leaving 2 huge craters on either side of the road. Clashes between Israel and Hezbollah have been reported near the border. Nearly 2,000 people have been killed in Lebanon since the Israel-Hamas war began. Most of them died since September the 23rd, according to the Lebanese Health Ministry. Israel launched a ground invasion of Lebanon on Tuesday, saying they were carrying out targeted raids to hit Hezbollah. The news prompted European countries to urge nationals to leave the country. The Netherlands became the latest to repatriate citizens as 185 people arrived at Eindhoven Air Base, including more than 100 Dutch citizens and their family members.
Ukraine's military intelligence agency has claimed responsibility for killing the head of security at the Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant. The agency posted a video on its Telegram channel showing an SUV exploding. Hours later, the Russian Investigative Committee confirmed that Andrei Korotkyi was killed. The GUR said Korotkyi was a war criminal and voluntarily collaborated with Moscow after it seized control of the nuclear facility in the early weeks of the war. Meanwhile, at least 3 people, including a 6-year-old girl, have been killed when the Russian military hit a car carrying liquefied natural gas in the northern village of Hirsk. Village authorities said the strike caused the gas cylinders to explode, causing a fire which spread to a nearby house. And in eastern Ukraine, residents of Pokrovsk have begun patching up their homes after overnight Russian strikes caused extensive damage and injured 4 people. According to the regional police, the Russian military dropped 6 bombs on the city, damaging a multi-story building, 3 houses and a shop.
Well-known Berlin landmarks were transformed during the 20th anniversary of the Festival of Lights. Thousands came to see iconic landmarks like the Brandenburg Gate, Berlin's TV Tower and its cathedral lit up with colours. Virtual aquariums of dancing fish and insects could be seen displayed on the buildings as crowds gathered to watch. Among the festivals in Lyon, Sydney, Moscow and Eindhoven, it is one of the best-known light art festivals in the world. It has become a major tourist attraction and economic boon to Berlin, with past renditions attracting over 1 million visitors.